8 o'clock a.m. This meeting is being recorded and streamed for public viewing. By participating, you acknowledge that your image, voice, and comments may be captured and made publicly available. This meeting has been properly noticed in accordance with Indiana Code 5-14-1.5. Let the record show that a quorum of commissioners are present. The commissioners are open for business. We will now proceed with our agenda. At this time, I'd like to invite all to stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting?
I move that we approve the minutes for 1/20/2026 and 2/3/2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the meetings for 1/20/26 and 2/3/2026. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Gary Poole.
Morning. I have 2 items for signature and 1 item for heads up. We'll begin with the SJCA not to exceed contract for right of way. Number 1632 is for bridge replacement of bridge number 4. So this is not to exceed contract between Hancock County project, not to exceed that.
We have an LPA consulting contract between Hancock County and SGCA, DES number 2201632 for bridge replacement, bridge number 24, County Road 900 North over Sugar Creek in Hancock County, Indiana, with a price not to exceed $29,530.
$29,000.
$29,530.
That'd be some very good right away.
That's a motion, eh?
That's a motion.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve DES number. Help me out here, Janine. Right here, okay. 2201632 with LPA Consulting and Hancock County. Bridge replacement for Hancock County Bridge number 24, County Road 900 North over Sugar Creek in Hancock County, Indiana. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
$29,530.
Yes.
FYI.
The next item I have is agreement number 1 for subcontract between us, Hancock County, and EMCS. And this is for right away on, it's a little smaller project for Bridge 48. And this is a not to exceed $2,000. That was the one they just did. EMCS.
$2,000.
Sorry.
$27,000.
27.
See, you're no better than I am.
We go faster. But as long as we get it right, there we go. Right there. Here,
Got it.
and there.
Got it. We have an amendment to the subcontract between Hancock County, Indiana, LPA, and EMCS, Inc. The consultant does number 2201631, Hancock County Bridge number 48 replacement with a price tag not to exceed $27,470.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve DES number 2201631, Hancock County Bridge number 48, for the amount not to exceed $27,470 as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign?
And that'll just have a signature for the president on the top.
Okay.
The blue sticker is. Because that's just an amendment, not a full contract. At the next RDC meeting, I've gone through all our planned expenditures and everything. You'll see in front of you as an MOU that they wanted to bring it to you guys first so that they could say they presented it to you. You don't have to sign anything here today. This is what I had programmed in our fiscal expenditures for the RDC budgets. It basically has $750,000. It's over the next 3 years that the RDC is agreeing to pay Buck Creek Fire a certain amount for their operational and other expenditures. And it also has $200,000 for a parking lot replacement, I believe, in the year 2027. So I'm not asking for a signature or anything, but they're looking that you have seen it. And if you have no objections, then they can go back to the RDC and say the commissioners had no issues with that. But that is all planned within the fiscal spreadsheets that I take care of. It is within the fiscally constrained project. So it's safe to do, as we have been doing. So
The numbers look okay too.
they do.
So we could do a motion to send it on with the,
Recommended to RDC? Is that what
You can make a motion to say,
Favorable
Gary can
recommendation.
advise the RDC that the commissioners take no exception to this memorandum of understanding.
I move that we send to the RDC the Buck Creek Township Memorandum of Understanding between Buck Creek Township and Hancock County Redevelopment Commission regarding fire protection funding for 2027 through 2029 in the amounts that will be $750,000 in 27, $780,000 in 28, $811,200 in 29 to Buck Creek Township from the HRDC. Additionally, $2,000 parking lot project slated for 2028.
$200,000 parking lot project.
What did I say?
2,000, but it's fine.
Oh,
As long as we get
$200,000.
the last part, we're good. See, we're both off today. It's fine. We're good.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to recommend forwarding to the RDC memorandum of understanding between Buck Creek Township and Hancock County Redevelopment Commission regarding fire protection funding through 2027 through 2029 as presented. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
So I will take that and share with the RDC that the commissioners take no exception to this memo. Okay. Other business, let's move on to Jack and Sons. They have until June 26th to accept the offer. We're not making changes on it. The prosecutor, I know that Bill and Gary are working on finishing up the old jail. The prosecutor's office is finished in the old jail. At some point, we're going to have to circle back around to talk about if we're going to do future projects there, how we're going to prosecute, how we're going to chase those projects. HCSS will need to be talked about at some point, whether we're going to extend the microtransit program with HCSS. Indiana Trails Program grant has been submitted. Miriam has sent in, try to figure out what our motion is on that, or if they're going to have any news on that at some point. Did we ever get any news on that, Miriam? I thought I saw it.
Talking about HCSS?
No. I've switched on
Trails.
to the Trails
Trails.
grant.
CP is not responding.
They're not responding, okay. Still working on the solar AARs. I talked about the last thing, but we are saving money on our power bill. Bridges 300 South and 400 South are closed. We're probably going to modify the barriers out there on 300 South a little bit by things. We have to give it a good week to see how it goes. I think we could probably spread them out a little bit more. Now that everybody's got the hint that it's closed, we could probably just spread them out and ease the traffic a little bit. So Ryan and Mike Rawlez are heading out there to make sure that is reset safely so people can move through there a little bit easier during the school hour. Most of the day it's just fine, but school hour gets a little crunchy in there between the cars trying to weave through those and pass each other at the same time because it's kind of an intense moment for about 15, 20 minutes while Zion is coming in and out of there. So they're modifying those barriers today. If anybody calls and asks about that, they should be working on that this morning and trying to get that tweaked. If you get a chance, you might want to look at the J-turn video I put on there. Someone had some questions about that. We did do a quick AAR on snow We're going to leave the policy as it is right now. We might need to add a little more education on the industrial areas. I had most of the neighborhoods get it, like you're going to have to plow your own snow, but we'll come out and help if we can. We had one industrial partner's like, when are you going to come plow our snow for an industrial area? I'm like, dude, you're going to plow your own snow. You're making a profit there, and it's your work area. You're going to plow. We're not going to send county trucks in there. All we'll get is sued and complaints. We'll damage something. And we are still working on a new safety plan. I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach that. So we're working on that, but that's something I want to keep in-house. I'm not hiring that out. That's one of our primary objectives is safety, so we're not going to push that out. Gary, you or I or Bill or Janine, we need to talk to the mayor. I know they've got brownfield money. We probably need to have the final sit down because eventually Jack's going to decide what he wants to do, and we need to sit down and make sure that we are protected, probably Scott too, to an extent, make sure we are protected legally if we purchase that land, that we are okay.
I've already met with the mayor on that, and I've talked with the planning director, and they do have some brownfield monies, so.
My primary concern is that if we buy it, I don't want to buy a bunch of liability. I don't want to buy it and immediately have Greenfield on us about stuff.
I'll talk to him about that.
Just like, are you guys going to leave us alone if we buy this?
Right, I think we don't want a repeat of what we experienced
Yes.
with our last projects. So.
Yeah. We just want some assurances up ahead.
Okay.
Because we're doing them a favor there. And we're doing Hancock County a solid. Like, it's good for Hancock County, but it's in their backyard. So.
Yes, it is.
And when we're done, I would like to do an AAR with Cory, probably Gary and Bill, or whoever wants to do or Janine, whoever wants to do the active. We probably need to do an AAR about the prosecutors. Every big project, I like to do an after-action review, what we can do better next time. Every project has friction, but we can always try to get a little bit better in each one. So I'll let you know when that will be.
Okay.
We'll probably have it out in my office informally and just talk about what we can do differently or better next time.
Well, it definitely was a learning curve. I think anything we do in the future is going to have an environmental study attached to it that would help us avoid a little bit of things, but it's all those things you learn that it makes sense to have an after action on just about everything we do.
Yeah, any big operation we should do, we should look in the mirror and see how we can do it better. Mm-hmm. We're not going to pretend to be perfect. The people might expect that, but that's unrealistic. But we do need to try to improve a little bit each time. On the back side, I don't know if I show this. I show this to the council. On the right side, you can see our from 20 to 2024. That's the last data I had. I was doing a safety data, but all this other stuff's in there at the same time. Hancock County's average household income's gone up 21%. The national average in that time period has been 10%. So I think the people of Hancock County and the politicians too have done a good job. I mean, we're 10%, we're double what the rest of the nation is on what people bring home in pay. That's good.
That's good.
Our accidents are still low, but we'll keep working on it. It's interesting. When I was really looking at it, the thing that saved us a lot of accidents was, and I'll take my hat off to Joe Copeland on this because he kind of started it, was the changing all the speed limits to the right speed limits, like using US 52 for the speed limits. And it's counterintuitive. We raised most of the speed limits. And most people would say, well, you're going to kill a bunch of people. No, it cut 30% of the accidents, because when we have two over speed limit, people drive the speed they want anyway. We have people have head-on accidents people have head-on accidents and rear-end accidents because now we have people driving all these different speeds. So I was surprised when I looked at that. Had a pretty big impact. The other things that were big impacts were the roundabouts, obviously, edge line painting, and we're trying to find the next thing. We're searching for what our next thing is to do, but we're going to stay on top of those things. Our rumble strips, the simple things, edge lines, doing the speed limits by science, doing stop signs by science. We're down to, we had one fatality last year, unfortunately, the young man on the motorcycle, but they've come, you can see this, our population has grown a lot, and our accidents have gone down a lot, and that's good, and our injuries have too. They climb back up as the population goes back up, but we should feel good about that. I'd be happy when we have a 0 year, but okay. Oh, I put the efficiency of government on there too. So the average county in Indiana spends between 2 and 7% of the GDP of the county. So the total money spent in the county, the average county is spending between 2 and 7%. Obviously, we want to be as low as we can. That means we're efficient. We are at 3%, so that's good. So we're being somewhat, well, I think we're being efficient with the money. It's not our money, so it's good to make sure it's hitting and getting things done. We're not perfect either. That's why we do AARs, but that's in there. So I just threw that in there. I had the information. So I thought it might be useful to you.
I think it's pretty efficient for the first or second fastest growing county in the state of Indiana. I mean, when you look at the overall.
We got real efficient when we had the big crunch, like when we about didn't make payroll. Remember that, Deborah? We got real efficient after that. We starved. And when you starve, you get skinny. So, and we haven't gotten fat. So we're always working against that. We have things we can always get better at, but I think we should feel good about, we should celebrate the few things we get right, right? Yep. So, all right. That's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you.
Gary, thanks for all you and your highway guys do and gals over there in your office. We appreciate it.
Guys and gals are working hard. I'm just a figurehead.
Okay. Cory Taylor.
All right. First thing I've got for you is for PDF Mechanical to replace the boiler water heaters for the domestic water in community corrections. This is for PDF to provide and install 2 Lockvar AWN 201 95% efficiency boilers and the piping and backnet needed to power those for a material total of $41,520, subs $7,890, labor $21,700 for a total of $71,110. I just need approval. This was the emergency situation for them to, this wasn't in the scope to replace during the remodel, but this is going to hold them occupying that space until this is complete.
So, Deb, do we have this in his facility maintenance budget or anything?
This was going to be, this is all part of the,
Oh, it's part of the renovation.
That was the 724,000 that we had.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I would make a motion that we approve the PDF Mechanical proposal for the scope of work, be new water heater, Lock and Venar, 95% efficiency. Price will not exceed. Material of $41,520. Subs, $7,890. Labor, $21,700 for a grand total not to exceed $71,110.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to replace the boiler system in the community corrections building. Price not to exceed $71,110 as presented. All those in favor? Aye.
Just a comment before I make it, Cory. I think Lochinvar is a good product. I do water
excellent.
testing at my church, and there's a hot water heater that's been in there since the 1950s. That's still coming on strong. So you probably will not have to worry about this.
Good.
We
Good.
won't have to in our lifetimes after the replacement. So
That's what we actually just put in this building a year ago, so.
yes, give that a yes vote.
Good.
What was the brand name?
Lochinvar. It's a commercial brand of hot water heater.
All those in favor? Aye. You okay?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next.
All right, I've got 2 invoices from Feeney Incorporated for snow removal. First invoice 12526-1. This is for clearing snow at the annex, the 911 center, Purdue Extension, community corrections, memorial building, county courthouse, sidewalks, and utilization of Gator with the V-blade for a total of $5,650.
Make a motion that we approve invoice number something,
12526.
12626-2, $5,902.50 for V. Feeney Inc. snow removal.
Yeah, that was the second one. The first one was 125526-1.
I don't have that one.
We don't have that.
Don't have that one.
We've got the 5,900.
We've got the 12626-2.
We'll go to the next one. Go to the next. So the other invoice, same thing, Annex Purdue, Community Corrections Memorial Courthouse, for a total of $5,902.50. This is invoice number 12626-2.
So let me back this up. I'm just going to do this in one motion.
Okay.
I'm going to make a motion that we approve invoice 12626-2 and 12526-1 for V. Feeney Inc. for snow removal, one in the amount of $5,902.50 and the other in $5,650 even.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve invoice number 12562-1 and 12626-2 between V. Feeney Incorporated for snow removal. One amount was $5,650 and the other one was $5,902.50 as presented. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Scott, you'll see a resurgent elevator. I just came through. Next item I've got for you is I made you aware of the issues with the elevator at the courthouse. This quote is for resurgent elevator to go in and start resolving some of those issues. Basically, we discussed if we're going to do it, we're going to go ahead and replace potential failures. How in-depth do you want me to go on that, Scott? Read everything?
Well, I think the way I reviewed that was that's a safety issue. Need to be addressed on a pretty urgent basis.
Another emergency, right?
And the one thing that we'll have to discuss with the courts is it's going to be an extended period of time that we won't be able to utilize the elevator, which is not ideal. That's the only way we can get this work done, unfortunately. The one thing I noticed on here, Scott, they did ask for the 50% initial, which I think I'd talked to you about, Deborah.
Yeah, we don't advance.
We can. So, we can.
They, this is the law that we had looked up. We can do 50%, but it takes council's approval. So, I think, Cory, I don't know if you talked to council about it yet.
No, I've not. You made them aware, though, didn't you, Gary?
Let me think. Yes, I talked to Jim.
Okay. I can.
I would, and if you guys want to go ahead and make a motion that you're agreeable to that, then be ahead of that portion.
That is a kind of a break, though, in the practice that we typically follow.
Yeah, we typically don't do that, so. But the emergency situations, or if there's a huge piece of equipment that's going to require that, that's the process, and that's backed by law.
That makes a little more sense in this situation. Gary, well, Cory, have they said how long they think that might take?
Everything is available in the United States except for one part they're having a hard time finding. They're still working on that to let me know. The one thing that he did tell me is that we also need to be aware of unforeseen conditions. So we may need to expedite something. We may have additional cost with sourcing it elsewhere, but he wanted to make sure we were aware of that.
But what I'm asking though is from the point that they actually start doing the work.
He's working on a timeline for me right now.
Because that's, the judges are gonna ask.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're still working on that. Hopefully I'll have something the next day or two on a timeline. My plan is to, once I have that, to have a sit down with you and even maybe some of the staff over there, just so they're aware.
Right, and let us know what their estimated additional cost is. I know it says in here expedited material time can be available at 8 to 12 weeks, but at an additional cost. So what they think their additional costs for them.
The hard thing with this one is it's just so complex. There's so many components and parts to this that have to be replaced that it's hard nailing down each part and when it's going to be here. But he's working on that, so I'll let you know.
Could you find out too if we have to do, if we do replace that whole elevator, if there are any of those parts that are reusable in that, or
I can ask him.
Okay.
Most of the parts that are being repaired and replaced are circuit boards, controls. There are a few buttons within the cab of the elevator, some signage. I think the indicator for floor level, but most of it is boards that are replaced.
And we've already replaced 2 of them
Yes, sir.
at almost $20,000.
Yes, sir.
So rather than to keep throwing money at it, we best just get it redone and be done with it.
Okay. Do you want the price to approve the 50% or no?
I was going to make the motion to approve the total amount and then send it on to council with the approval for the 50% pay with a favorable recommendation.
Okay.
Is that good with
Second.
everyone? Oh,
Okay. We have a motion second to approve the $298,903.92 total cost with a motion to send to council with a 50% upfront payment for this, as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Sign that.
All right, the next item I've got is, which Gary, this is why I asked you to stick around. Some change orders for community corrections. But unfortunately, I'm having technical difficulties. I can't get it to load on my phone. Do you recall what the number was on that, Gary? Because I can't get it to load on my phone.
No, I don't recall the actual number. It was 100 and something. I do know that.
Okay. Just to make you aware, there's change orders for adding some tile into conference room. They wanted to take some of the cell doors off, just remove them, a little bit of paint and some flooring. It's around $100,000 in change orders, specifically community corrections.
Several, couple thousand square feet of usable space.
It's not actually going into any other new space. It's just the conference room that's there, which was the outdoor rec. The echoes in there are bad. They'd like to make that, put drop ceiling lights, sprinklers will have to move down.
Seems rational that can go under the bond.
Yes, that amount is $178,238 total. No,
Like those are good improvements.
We
And you
walked
know
it.
we need them.
We have room in the bond for.
Yes, we got 700 and something in there.
So you were aware.
Okay.
So I needed, I guess, a motion to just to be able to let them know. I apologize. I was having computer difficulties this morning and it looks like phone.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first thing.
Make a motion, we approve county revision to the Envoy project
All the way down,
all the way
all
down.
the way down.
Yeah,
In the
was it
amount
coming
of
through?
1,000, oh, this is what we couldn't,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
1,000,
No.
$100,078 and $238. 1,000, gosh, $178,238.
Got it.
I guess.
Cory, could you make sure that we get a copy of that via email if we don't already have it?
Yeah, I will,
Thank you.
absolutely.
You want me to forward this to you?
Yeah, and then print it out
Yes,
so it
please.
can be signed.
So
Probably get it
you
quicker
just,
from
you
someone
just
else.
read that off as a,
A motion.
yes, I second that.
Okay. There's a motion and a second on the floor for renovations at the community corrections. Change order between Envoy and Hancock County, and with amount not to exceed $178,238. All those approve? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes, and I'll forward this to you guys.
Print it out.
Sure. I was having email issues this morning. I would have been prepared, but I was having problems. I'll get it to you. The other thing, Gary, were we meeting Etiquette Group today?
He was supposed to be here. I talked, it was Scott with Etika. He was supposed to meet us here afterwards.
Okay, after
No.
the meeting?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Keep it on you, Paula. I just forwarded it to everybody. Okay. Philip going. Oh, I flipped you guys. So basically, go ahead, Phil.
Okay, I'll try to be quick. I am here this morning on behalf of the Harmon and Bill's major subdivision, which is a 3-lot subdivision approved at the northwest corner of State Road 234 and County Road 300 West. And I'm here today asking for your signature for acceptance of the right-of-way. It is a 70-foot half right-of-way on County Road 300 West and also on State Road 234. And that is a total of 1.389 acres of right-of-way being
Point what?
dedicated. 1.389 acres of right-of-way being dedicated.
If you bring it to Janine, she'll get it going.
Make a motion that we approve the 70-foot, one-half right-of-way for the Harmon and Bill's major subdivision, consisting of 1.389 acres within the right-of-way.
Second.
There's a motion and second on the board to accept a 70-foot half right-of-way equaling 1.389 acres with the Harmon and Bill's major subdivision. As presented, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All, aye, and opposed, same side. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Special pen?
A lot of people had to be agreeable to it, though, before. Yeah, I know. Yes, it was.
Special pen.
Special pen.
Just brief.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Chris, Mr. Cooper, should I say?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here to dedicate right away for the Scott Castro minor subdivision. It's in the northwest corner of Morristown Pike and County Road 500 South. It's a 35-foot half right away on both. And in total, it's about 1.281 acres.
How much?
1.281 across the 3-lot minor sub.
No.
Make a motion that we approve the Scott Castro minor subdivision, 35-foot, one-half right-of-way at Morristown Pike, 500 South, with the land amount of 1.281 acres.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the acceptance of a 35-foot half right-of-way, total acreage equaling 1.281 acres as presented. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Two,
Okay.
one sheet.
You doing all right? You doing all right? That's good. Busy's good.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you very much. Nice seeing you, bud. Could I get a motion for a recess? Motion to recess.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I should have went to bed earlier last night, I tell you.
Kayla Brooks, where's she at? There she is.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right. First, legal services agreement. So as you guys know, the Plan Commission and BZA have worked with the legal firm of Brandon Morlock for as long as I've been here. They've served us well. This year's legal agreement, I believe, is in your packet. And gives the rate charged and basically what all our attorneys agree to do in that. Greg Morlock is the contact for this. The Plan Commission gave me the go-ahead to present this to you. And since it is a contract, it needs your signature. So.
I make a motion that we approve the legal services agreement with Brandon Morlock, attorneys at law, Greenfield, Indiana, that is set forth above with the price tag of $250 per hour. That's it.
And that is for the
Legal
both the,
services.
legal
Planning Commission.
services for the area-wide
Planning.
BZA, area-wide planning commission.
Oh, you want me to put them all in one?
I
He
don't
just
know.
did, I think.
Can we do it all in one? It's really.
Yes.
Can we do it all at once?
It's all part of the contract.
Okay. And ditto
Okay.
with Brandon Morlock for the BZA.
Second.
We have a motion second on to approve the legal services agreement between Brandon Morlock and Hancock County Area-Wide Plan Commission, BZA, and that it? And for a contractual services for $250 per hour as presented. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Judge Davis is not here.
Sarah, can you text Judge Davis and see?
Michael and Nicole Scott.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the time today. My name is Michael Scott, and my wife Nicole and I did purchase 2.7 acres in Manship Estates just south of Fortville. We're building with Joyner Homes here in Greenfield, and through the long learning process of building a home, we have learned that on our corner lot, we have 2 driveway easements. Now, this lot is a very long lot. It's 563 feet. We've learned that the driveway easements as recorded are on the far south end and on the far north end of the property. By the time we put in the septics, the home, and a barn that we'd like to put in, we've discovered that everything would have been shoved to the far north end of the property, really cluttering everything. So aesthetically, it wasn't pleasing. The only alternative was to have a very long, extensive, and expensive driveway coming from the south, leading all the way to the home. It really was very cumbersome in that research. So what we're asking for, and through my vast conversations with Kayla Brooks, with Mike Rollis and the Highway Department, trying to educate myself as much as I could, we really don't see a reason that we couldn't ask for permission to move that south driveway easement north, placing it more in the middle of the lot to be more aesthetically pleasing and keeping with the natural landscape of the property.
Kayla?
The green right here, is that correct? It's green?
Correct.
Kayla, how does Plan Commission stand on this?
Really have no thoughts on it, as long as driveway cuts are limited, which was the goal of the non-access easement that surrounds Scott's lot. All right with us. The non-access easement, as it is shown, was part of the plat, but it was not something that was a specific condition of the platting, as far as we can tell.
Okay.
And Mike Rowles, have you talked with him? It sounds like you have, and they have no issue, the highway department has no
Correct.
issue
Yes,
with
I have.
moving these driveway accesses?
Correct. It is on a private road, it's not on a county road, but even after the conversation, it makes logical sense to do what we're asking.
Make a motion that we approve the use of move the driveway from the southern point or central point of Lot 4 Manship Estates, Hancock County, Indiana, on parcel number 30-002-15-400-040-016, address 9120 Manship Lane, Fortville, Indiana.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve the Michael Scott request for approval to modify driveway easement in Manship Estate, Lot 4, and as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Same sign on that. Okay. Judge Davis. Good morning.
Good morning.
I had sent an email to Gary, and I think you forwarded to the other two. Tabitha Davis is with me today.
Hello.
I'm hiring her as my new behavioral health court coordinator. She's currently a probation officer, and she wanted to be able to keep her probation officer status. I sent you the breakdown. If she ever wants to leave, it will grow from $10,000 or more over time. So she would lose money to go backwards, but if she ever wanted to, at least the years would count. And another big reason it's important that they keep that is because for 5 years or 10 years, they got a bump, okay? But I've also found out from all problem-solving courts that I've talked to, and this is Hendricks, Hamilton, Johnson, Dearborn out by Rising Sun, everybody that works for problem-solving courts are probation officers. So we're not, and I think a lot of that had to do with Judge Culver was the first one to create that drug court long time ago, and they didn't work for probation. I'm not saying I'm going to ask for anybody else to go work for probation, but Tabitha came from that, and it's important for her to keep that status. I think Morgan over at Community Corrections has had that as well, but it will only have bump ups, and I gave you that breakdown if you remember of how it is. So we'd appreciate that status. Our first day would be March 2nd.
What do you think?
I don't have any issue with her missionary officer status.
Make a motion to approve the BHC probation officer status to stay intact.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor to approve the probation officer status for BHC. And Judge Davis here. And I don't think there's any other discussion. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. You got it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kim Medlin, the Outback Rezone.
Not Kim Medlin, but I'm with her, so John Smith, Kim Medlin. We're back for the rezone for Outback storage.
Yep.
We passed through commissioners meeting and plan commission about 9 months ago. We went back through, we missed our date for our permit. We turned it in on August 18th, and on October 22nd, it expired and it hadn't got approved through the county yet. So we've been asked to come back through the process again. So we're looking for the rezone on that location so that we can pull permit and proceed forward. Be glad to answer any questions that you guys have.
It was approved, set forward with favorable recommendation from the planning commission.
But there was, I mean, it felt like that you were behind this thing the whole time. It's like nothing got done. And, I mean, it's a slap in the face to everybody at the planning department when they've asked you to do things and it didn't get done. So, I would motion that we approve it with the stipulation all fines have to be paid.
Okay.
So,
You know how much those,
Kayla?
I think she's gone. Oh, there she is.
I got a question about Smith's, about Outback.
We motion to approve this with stipulation that all fines had to be paid.
Okay, yes, something that could be done is you could direct the planning department to basically, you could do something like double the fee for the work they've already done that they said they were going to get an ILP for ahead of time.
I'd motion that we approve the doubling of the fees.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay, but let me explain my vote. I don't have a problem with the doubling the fees. It's just getting out in front of the construction project before you get the permits to do that. That's not a process that we want to acknowledge. I know you're probably more than capable of doing that in the business you're in, of efficient and effective building of things, but there's a process that we follow with permitting that if we continue to allow people to get out in front of the permitting process, we'll never get it back under control.
Understood.
Okay. Motion passes.
What's the ordinance number?
Oh, you got it.
If I'm a nay on that, am I signing that?
You don't have to.
Okay. And then do we need to introduce it, or it's already been introduced? We're just,
Suspend the rules.
right, so Janine, you'd introduce it and then suspend the rules on the day of introduction and motion that and a
Motion
motion.
I move that we approve ordinance number 2026-2-
Don't we have to introduce it?
Introduce
You need to
ordinance number,
introduce it
just
first.
introduce it.
I am introducing it.
No, you
Oh,
said
did I
you
say
voted-
approve? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'd like to introduce ordinance number 2026-2-G, amending the Hancock County zoning ordinance number 2007-1B, amending
Approving the ordinance.
approving the ordinance.
Okay, and then
Now
motion
you-
to suspend
Make a
Motion.
motion to suspend the rules
day of
on the
introduction,
day of introduction,
ordinance number.
2026-2-G.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to suspend the rules on the day of introduction. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign.
And then a
Now we have
motion
to adopt it.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 2026-2-G.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor to approve ordinance approve ordinance number 2026-2-G as presented. And that is amending Title 15, Chapter 156, zoning of the Hancock County Code of Ordinances. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Nay.
Okay. Chad
Kayla,
Coughenour.
wait, hold up just a second. So
Okay.
Kayla's raised an issue, that this area is IL, industrial light.
So the zoning ordinance was because of a expiration of the zoning. So This case, it is a rezone brought by the Plan Commission to rezone to R1. So basically, we're keeping it zoned IL, is what I just understood from what just happened, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right.
So we should be good.
So you submitted that to us because that's what you want, that's what you and the planning department wanted, correct?
Yes. So by signing the ordinance that I prepared, I believe that rezones it back to.
Should be whatever you desired.
IL.
If that was it, then.
Yes. So we are keeping it zoned IL. So I believe you're denying this ordinance.
Because this says from IL to residential.
Well, if it's not worded the way you want it, tell us which way we need
Yeah.
to have it worded so that it's acceptable.
This ordinance is correctly worded, but by approving it, you are rezoning it back to R1. And the summary of the discussion that just occurred, I believe, was to keep it zoned IL so that the Smiths could continue their project. So I
So
don't
we should be
believe-
voting against that.
You got it. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then rescind your motion.
I'm rescinding the previous
Second.
motion regarding ordinance 2026-2-G.
And we got a motion second to rescind the previous motion.
Yeah, second, yeah.
And all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Now, it's done the way you want it.
I believe that covers everything
Okay.
correctly.
So we have to sign it still yet.
They do not have to sign it.
No, because
No,
you're not.
no
you're
ordinance.
We're not changing it.
Then-
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Then we need
That
to
makes sense.
take the names off of there then.
That works.
Yes. Yep. Shred that ordinance. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for the explanation. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
So
So we don't have to do anything
Nothing.
with it. It's just, yeah,
confusing.
yes, very.
I do remember that now. We sent it forward.
Chad,
Not using that motion.
sorry for that.
It's okay, mine's a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm bringing before you a contract for professional services for the MS4 that we do here in the county. We are required by IDEM to manage the water quality in the county. And so we contract with Christopher Burke Engineering to help us along with that. It's through my budget that I have through my professional services. So the contract that is here is not to exceed $20,000 for the year, and just looking for approval for that.
I make a motion that we approve the 2026 ongoing SW2 professional service proposal between Christopher Burke Engineering LLC and Hancock County, Indiana. They will provide assistance as needed with activities associated with the county's MS4 program, not to exceed $20,000.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to approve the contract professional services proposal, the 2026 ongoing SW2 professional services proposal between Hancock County and Christopher Burke Engineering, and as presented, not to exceed $20,000. All those approved, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion approves.
Point of information on this, if any of you are so inclined later today, we are having a contractors workshop at the jail from 11 to 1. I think there's 37 contractors throughout the county who are going to be there. This is a best practices thing to kind of educate them on what we're looking for as they're doing things. Lunch will be provided, so you're more than welcome to come out and see that. And do you want me to take care of my appointment while I'm here, Sarah?
If you have the information.
Okay, well, the only information I have is from the, I am required by state code to either serve on the Plan Commission or to appoint someone for the Plan Commission for term. And I have appointed Dean Fout, who is a member of the county, to serve on Plan Commission for the next term that is there.
And is his term a year-long term?
I think it's a 2-year term.
Dean
4-year
Fouts
term.
is
It's a 4-year term. A 4-year terterm, yep.
Want to go ahead and prove that? We don't have the document.
You don't really have to approve it.
Oh, he approves it.
I'm just letting you know, yeah, it's,
Okay.
by state statute, I have to appoint the person or do it myself. So I'm just, as a formal thing, letting you know that that's the person that I'm approving for. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
David Esler.
He's not here.
He's not here. Okay. Eric Glasgow. That'd be the Goodin rezone.
Morning.
Good morning.
Eric Glasco with law firm Stevenson Rife here on Goodin. Ground maintenance again. Just to kind of give you a little bit of background, we've been working on this for about 5 months, I think. Goodin was interested in building a new office building. They're currently operating out of a house that's a ranch-style home, is where their offices are. They're wanting to build an office building there to house their offices. They are what's called a legal non-conforming use. So while their use is allowed, it's not permitted under the current zoning of the real estate. So in order for them to get a building permit, they have to get in line with the zoning. So working with Kayla, we requested a rezone and then a use variance to allow the outside storage. We have a positive recommendation from both the Plan Commission and the BZA, but both expressed concerns with regard to landscaping along the Pennsy Trail. We've met with Commissioner McDaniel. We've met with some people from the engineering department to kind of walk it, talk about what some different options are. After the last meeting, we were asked to draft a proposed commitment. We provided that to your legal counsel, to Kayla as well. I believe that's in your packet to review. And that's kind of where things stand. But we are seeking the ability to rezone and get the use variance so that we can build the office structure in that northwestern part of the parcel.
Kayla, are we good?
Was all that done on Mr. Goodin's property then? Okay.
Yeah, the trees will be on Mr. Goodin's property, yes.
Okay.
I just have one quick question about it. So it looks like, you guys are not gonna warranty any trees, but you are gonna maintain them for a year.
Yeah, the main concern there is the ground composition. There's a lot of that railroad ballast, and there's a differing opinion between, I believe, the engineering department and Mr. Goodin on the sustainability of the trees, if they're gonna last. What he doesn't want to get into is where he's replacing trees every 4 or 6 months if they die indefinitely. So he's going to plant the trees as if he would. He's gonna clear them out, put in good soil where he excavates for the tree, do a fertilizing tablet for that. He's gonna water it for a season, which I'm not in landscaping, but I take that to mean spring through fall. And then anything that's leaning after 1 year, he will stake to be upright. But yeah, he's not gonna guarantee.
I saw that. The only thing about that is it may not give the commissioners any heartburn, but since he's not warranting the trees, then not a lot of incentive to make sure they live.
Yeah, other than I just kind of want to relate, and I know Mr. Goodin expressed this to Mr. McDaniel as well. He's not opposed to do this. He's never really been opposed to doing this. He just likes to do things the right way, and he wants to make sure they're going to live. So to that extent, he's going to try to keep them to live because they're going to be on his property, and he wants them to look nice, and he doesn't want them to fall on his fence or his property or fall on the trail or anything like that. So.
And if he wants that barrier to happen, I think, it would be in his best interest to do everything he could to maintain those, to get those to.
Yeah.
But what happens if they die?
Then
To replace them for a year, is that what the?
No.
there's
And
just an
I
open
think
hole in that.
Don't have a warranty on it.
Yeah, we're not doing a warranty. And I think another thing to keep in mind here is how far is the setback from the trail there to the property line? Is it about 25, 30 feet from the trail? The concern, and I believe Commissioner McDaniel raised this at the last one, was there's some invasive species there, some briars and other stuff that Mr. Goodin had cleaned out. Those are going to come back because they're not removing those. And I did ask him what his expectation would be for that to grow back up, and he thought by the fall of this year it's going to look as if he hadn't removed anything, and that's going to be between the trees and the trail also. So he knows very clearly not to go on county property and remove any more of the vegetation. We've talked about that. So yeah. So this will be behind that growth as well.
Yeah. I'm good.
I don't have an issue with.
I move that we accept a proposed commitment, Exhibit B, regarding Hancock Area Planning Commission and the Hancock County Board of Commissioners, the rezoning for the Goodin ground maintenance property located at 3859 and 3863 West US 40 in Greenfield, Indiana. This would make the rezone, the real estate from commercial neighborhood CN to commercial community CC.
Second.
We have a motion on second to approve the proposed commitment in regard to Hancock County Area Plan Commission, Hancock County Board of Commissioners, consideration of a petition for rezoning by Goodin Ground Maintenance Incorporated as presented. Any further discussion? All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
This is just for the commitment change. It's not the rezone
No.
change. It's just the change.
They'll come back for a
change
rezone.
of the commitment.
True?
Okay.
Kayla? You guys will come back
We're
for the
just
rezone, won't
changing-
you?
We're just changing the commitment here,
We're
right?
approving the commitment.
The commitment was where we got hung up last time. The rezone ordinance is prepared and ready.
But this is not it. This
This is
just,
not
We're
it.
just approving the
The
commitment.
rezone has to go
Yeah, the
before the
rezone's
plan
not in
commission.
front of them right now.
The rezone has gone to the Plan Commission
Okay?
already and received a favorable recommendation.
But we're not approving that by signing
They're
this.
not approving the rezone
That
today.
has to
But we
come
would.
to us first, don't it?
Right, all we have is the proposed commitment change for today.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a draft of the ordinance here, and the ordinance actually has the commitment as an Exhibit B to that.
We don't have the ordinance.
Behind your.
Yeah, we have,
Okay.
the rezone and the use variance should.
We haven't addressed the ordinance, so
Yeah.
better do that.
We don't have.
Need a number and
So we can approve the commitment, I think, and then we
Yeah,
need to
the
totally.
we'll have to
commitment
come
is
back.
approved. Now we need to approve the actual rezone.
we'd have to approve that.
Yeah.
For the ordinance to be.
So does my motion stand?
Your
as
motion stands.
presented?
It's been approved.
To approve a commitment.
Yes,
Right.
but we're going to approve the rezone also.
Do a separate motion. For
Yes.
Okay, good enough. Okay, so,
Good.
did we vote on this? On
Yes.
No,
commitment?
no, because I said I
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
That's
ask
right.
Scott about that,
Then
so
all in favor to approve the commitment?
Aye.
aye.
Aye. It approved for the
Okay,
commitment.
so
Now we do
can
the
approve
rezone.
the rezone.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve the rezone. The petitioner is filed with Goodin Ground Maintenance, Inc. from commercial neighborhood CN to commercial community CC.
We have an ordinance.
Does that
number?
require an ordinance number?
Yeah, it does.
Commitment?
No, the
No,
ordinance.
The rezone
We're doing the
change.
rezone now.
We just approved the commitment and then
Now
we
we're
can
doing
do
the rezone.
It would be the one we, which is 2G.
But but
Did you?
we don't have
We don't have
the
it.
We
ordinance.
have the ordinance. Did you hand off an ordinance to them? There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so, and it's 2026 dash. I made the motion already.
Oh, okay. Second.
Well, also do one.
Introduce the actual.
Introduce the ordinance.
Oh, okay. Introduction of ordinance number 2026-2-G, amending Hancock County zoning ordinance number 2007-1B, amending the zoning from commercial neighborhood to commercial community CC.
And then suspend the rules on the day of introduction.
Okay, suspend the rules on the day of introduction.
Second. Motion to approve or to suspend the rules on day of introductions have been made and motion second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign. Okay.
And then a motion to adopt.
All right. Adopt the ordinance number 2026-2-G, adopted this 7th day of February, 2026.
Second.
Okay. We have a
And
motion.
there's a typo on there,
We have
too.
a motion on the floor to amend Hancock County zoning ordinance number 2007-1-1B. Ordinance number 2026-2-.6. There's dash, it's a dash. Okay. As presented. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Now it's completed.
Now the rezone is. Got it.
Thank you.
It says 2025 on the date, which is actually 2026.
Oh, okay.
Hancock is misspelled and has 2025 instead of 2026 on
Okay.
there. So we're going to hold up for a minute.
We'll hold up signing it, but we'll, okay. Eric Glasgow, where, that was him.
Yep, so now we're in.
David Esler, he's still not here? Okay.
I make a motion, we approve claims and payroll.
Second.
Motion to approve claims and payrolls on the floor. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Nope.
Nope, okay.
I move that we approve adding Amplify monitoring to the contract with Nelson Alarm at an additional cost of $500.
And then there's a monthly fee after that. If I'm not mistaken. $35, isn't it?
I believe that's what he said.
I'm almost positive that's what he said.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor to accept the sales agreement and the continued monitoring for the Amplify Hancock building. Quote number 10317 for initial fee of $500 and a monthly monitoring fee of $35 as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
2 places to sign on that.
Okay.
This one too, yeah.
Here you go.
Both need to sign that one.
Okay. There we go. Here. Oh, that was the agreement. Okay. There we go. Weights and measurements, Mr.
That's on the funding only.
Oh, just on the funding only.
Uh-huh. Said they were short $2,617, and then after that was discussed on the trailer, they were invoiced again with another invoice of $8,398.99. So they're short on funds, and
And that's because we didn't initially know what the trailer was running. So,
is that a total short of, let's say, $11,000-ish, or is
It's
that
just the 8,000.
total of
just the
$8,000?
$8398.99, isn't it?
Right.
The total
And
shortage.
We had asked him to go to council and ask for food.
Right.
Just asked them. $1,398.
okay.
We'll send forward to the county council a favorable recommendation to fund $8,398.98 for the Weights and Measures Treasurer from Food and Beverage.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to supplement the shortfall of $2,600, $2,617, and the purchase of the trailer to a grand total of $8,398.99 with a favorable recommendation to go before council to receive this on the floor. Any further discussion?
The auditor may have a question.
I don't know, you do have $50,000 in your miscellaneous expense on right above it, so I thought I'd mention it.
Oh. So we could just approve that here if we want to.
Okay.
All right.
Out of that, yeah, just make it out of that.
Then we will,
I will recall my first motion.
Or you can just amend it.
just amend it. And
To include payment from the Commissioner Beverage 7201.
that's 40,
Yeah, did you see that?
72.
It's right there. That.
Oh, okay.
39890.
There you go. Okay, the motion on the floor is amended to actually go ahead and pay this from the miscellaneous commissioner's expense from food and beverage. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. It passed. Okay, that's that.
We have,
Amplified disbursement.
I make a motion that we approve affidavit for construction fund reimbursement, request number 21, Argent Institutional Trust Company, in the amount of $15,539.05.
Second.
There's a motion second on the floor to approve affidavits for construction fund disbursement, request number 21, in the amount of $15,539.05 as presented. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay. Find it too, don't you? Sure. Okay. And the sheriff's equitable sharing. That's for the cars, isn't it?
Is that what we're talking about?
No, it's not. This is equitable sharing agreement and certification. It's an annual certification report.
So we're just accepting that report. So you, yeah, I just.
I'll second.
There's a first and a second on the floor for accepting the annual certification report for the equitable sharing agreement and certification between the sheriff and
Argent.
Argent, is that what it is? Is it just a report that he has to do, or?
Annual report, you need to.
Yep.
Okay. There's a motion second on the floor to accept the annual certification report, the equitable sharing agreement for the sheriff of Hancock County.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Can't talk. Motion approved. Okay. There's that. And
Did you get that other ordinance
here.
printed off?
I think I'm just going to have to white out that.
Mr. Cook, all right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Second signature page.
Here.
No, I want to show her a picture.
Oh, okay. All
You want
right.
to show me a picture?
Yeah.
He sent it to me last night.
What is it?
That's in Shelbyville.
That's in Shelbyville?
Yes. Now I'll go back.
Okay.
Are you a Shelbyville resident?
No.
You just saw that and took a
I live
picture?
in 6 West and 1 North.
And what are you wanting us to know?
I want to know where the proposed data center is going to go at 6 West and 1 North.
And state your name for the record, please.
Charles E. Cook.
Okay. So you're here to want to know where this data center is going to go. I don't know that it's going to go yet because we've not had anything brought before us. But there is talk of one going up in the industrial area, away from everything. It'd be around buildings, but it won't even come before us because. Let me explain, please. Let me explain. It won't come to us because it is an acceptable use in the industrial area. But it won't come to us. It gets approved. But at the same time, we have nothing to do with that.
But the surveyor's office will. Because what I've read, they use a whole bunch of water. So where's that water going to go?
If it were, it would come out of Indianapolis,
Well,
as far as I know.
I don't think we have enough really information.
Yeah.
just
To even comment on that.
Comment
This
on
is
it.
something that everybody needs to know. Because if it goes to Buck Creek, then Chad Hancock, which is useless, my opinion, because Buck Creek needs to be cleaned out. All the way through Marion County, which is impossible to do. I just want to let you aware of it.
Okay, we've heard rumors, but once again, we've had nothing brought before us. There's been nothing signed anywhere at this point in time that I know of.
All right, I just want to let you be aware.
We're clear.
Okay, I'll leave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have nothing else. Any other comments from the public?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. Motion to adjourn is on the floor. All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
This
The
was
new
a
track
tough
record,
day.
so everybody can.
That is